Hello and welcome back to Below Zero. I'm Vic, and you're watching yet another Let's Play channel. And I took care of a couple of things in between episodes. I became convinced that my solar panels were not contributing to the power generation of the station. So I moved them into... I moved them on top of some of the multi-purpose rooms that are housing my various fuel sources. And, I think maybe they're still not contributing. But you know, that doesn't really matter. I have enough power, even if the bioreactors are putting in more overtime than I think they should. And, frankly, it's time to go do something else. So I want to go find the one Alterra installation that we have not yet visited. In an earlier version of the game, it was where you started when Robin was actually an employee of Alterra. And I think even in early builds of the current story, you still... No, that's not true. Once they introduced the surprise landing, the rough landing, then you didn't come down there anymore. But I feel like you still passed through there, but I might be wrong. Maps, Alterra facilities. Yeah, so we're going there, and we are currently over here. I think that's right. We might be in here. I don't have a good feeling for the scale here. Yeah, I think that's about right for that bearing. So anyway, I'm gonna cruise along over this way, and I think my inlet is gonna be over here somewheres. Oh, and I guess over here is where Maida's greenhouse is. Yeah, I think that makes sense. Alright. I don't know what that was. So there is an important scannable that I want to get over here, but I also just want to do the lore. And yes, if I was following the story, I would make my way over there eventually. But I don't like eventually. I want now. And frankly, I think it's kind of lame to not do that stuff until the extreme end of the game. So I need to be paying a little bit of attention. That's the emergency doojabby. Because I think what I want is going to basically look like a cave entrance that leads me into it leads me inland. And I don't think it's going to be this close, but I don't have a good feeling for where I think it ought to be. In the original build, it did let out into the Safe Shallows area over here. And that should be the same true? Or some sequence of words similar to that? I feel like here is looking good, but it is not it. I'm also sort of questioning whether I really wanted to bring... This could be it. Whether I really wanted to bring my whole ass over here. Are you it? You are not it. Still, I think I'm getting close. No. 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 Just lock up. Just lock up. Come on. Why? No. I want you to reconnect. Thank you. That is annoyingly easy to do and even more annoyingly difficult to undo. Alright, I don't think it's going to be under one of these glaciers. May have overshot, or it may be that I'm looking for on the other side, or it may be that I'm just plain wrong, and that this is in fact what I want now. What do we have here? Just an innocent little nothing. And what's up here? Ah, this is not what I remember from the early build, but it is, I think, what I want. So you know what that means.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
That's right. Going EVA. And it looks like I picked the perfect weather for a trip above ground, above water. I'm going to keep doing that. Yeah, this is the way. It's not the way that I remembered. Here we go. Walked right past it. Outpost 0. And I don't think these prawn suits are ever even scannable. They're just here for show. Which is my favorite kind of scannable. Alright, so we got a snowman. Good. Goodbye. And now... for the inside.
What did Alterra use this place for?
Researchers here were trying to find me.
So we got like a little cafeteria area.
Motivational posters were banned from Xenoworks following a lengthy discussion at the annual company retreat 3 years ago. This poster is technically contraband.
What, unlike the other ones that I've collected? Welcome to your home away from home on 4546B. This brochure will guide you through your new accommodations. Settle in. Sector 0 is comprised of 2 square kilometers of ocean, bordered by mountainous terrain to the north and west. This region of the planet is covered in snow and ice, left in a mostly permanent winter. Extreme weather events make for spectacular sky displays at all hours. For unknown reasons, it was selected by architects as a hub for their installations. Life in the area has flourished since the release of Enzyme 42 into the larger ecosystem. Get comfortable. Research Station 0 features state-of-the-art facilities including 3 to 6 person accommodations, full science and engineering section, leisure and exercise facilities, large grow room and water filtration unit for self-sufficient living, weather forecasting suite, and prawn bay. It's not usually how prawn, as in prawn suit, is spelled. Explore. You, valued member of the Frost Pack, have been chosen to occupy the main sector base, just below the primary alien research site. From here, you will conduct research into alien communications and technologies, and conduct away missions to unoccupied installations elsewhere in the sector. Power cell charger. Don't need to scan that. Harvest produce from grow beds and plant new seed. To do. Refill engine oil and coolant in progress. Document completed and research samples. Done. Continue investigation of the force field mechanisms at Research Site 0 in progress. Send weekly status report in progress. Varnish prawn suits to do. Repair base hatch door lock to do. Perform monthly patrol of remote installations to do. Recalibrate navigation equipment done. Inspect all cabin air filters to do. Well, ain't nobody gonna do any of that stuff now. Edible in an emergency. Don't think I'm gonna worry about lantern fruit. Dr. Samantha Ayu and Dr. Lillian Bench. Now,
Was this Sam's base? What was she doing all the way out here?
I don't know why this just occurred to me, but is it even possible to build walls in regular multipurpose rooms like this?
Potato. You were a good cat.
I don't think I have a choice. I have to neutralize the bacteria myself. I'm a little nervous. Okay, terrified. But this thing is a death sentence. We shouldn't be messing around with it. I'm no biologist, I know. So does everyone else here. I haven't spoken to Danny since we fought about it. Zeta said she'd handle it and then didn't. Lil practically begged me to drop it. This is completely beyond the scope of your work. You have to stop before you jeopardize your standing with the company. I don't want good standing with a transgov that would do this. Robin tried to warn me. Maybe she was right, and Alterra really is unfixable. Maybe I deserve better than this. We all do. I've synthesized the antibacterial agent. I know my biochem at least well enough to do that much. I've stashed some away in one of the Pengling research caves, southeast of the Leviathan. That was probably the easy part. Now I just have to carry out the plan. Focus, be brave, worry about what happens next after the threat is neutralized. They're going to know it was me. If they send me home, when they send me home, where the ice isn't 20 feet thick, they can get my Augie bun back. We can cuddle under a nice warm blanket. Things with Robin will thaw out. They always do. Besides, I think she'll respect this. And then, maybe I'll start my own research outfit with an awesome team. I'd love to work on prosthetics again. Help people find peace and ease in their bodies. No more cold. No more spying. Nothing that can be misused. All right. Now's my time. I've got this.
So I don't fully understand why she felt she needed to blow up the site if she also had the cure. Like, go and put the cure in the thing, and then the bacterium is gone. I mean, I get why she had to blow up Omega Base, because that's where they were actually researching the thing. But, like, that part doesn't make sense to me.
Ah, my darlings, Brian, Svea, and Oren, I'm counting the days until I can come home and give you all the hugs and kisses. Since my research project was cancelled, they have me at a place called Outpost Zero, doing nothing much. just cataloguing things, plants, the occasional animal, but it's mostly ice where I am, so there's not a lot of new stuff to find. Svea and Oren, you know how you get bored when your hover dance teacher makes you practice skills 15 minutes over schedule and it eats up your freestyle time? It's a bit like that. But I have a new roommate, Samantha, a roboticist. You should see her little bangling box. Oren, you'd love them. But she got management upset. I guess this is just where they send you if they decide you're too much trouble. I'm kind of glad she's here, though. I was getting lonely. I'm still trying quietly. I don't want any more trouble to figure out where I went wrong. I was sure. I picked up a distress signal. I was right on top of it, and then it just stopped. What if someone, an architect, is still down there and needs help? I'll be home before I ever get to find out, and it will fall to some future researcher to come and find out, I guess. I hope. But I can't wait to be home with you. When are you going to send me some more art? There's still a patch of bare wall here that could use some colour and a touch of genius. I miss you. I love you. I hope you're still proud of me. I'm proud of you.
Outpost 0 is where your sister worked her final days on 4546B. It is quite isolated.
Yeah, I know the brightest ideas can flourish in the middle of nowhere, but this is practically off the map. A lot of people would love to get paid to sit around and do nothing. Not Sam. She must have been miserable out here. And they have the nerve to call her negligent. I think they drove her to an extreme.
They also motivated me to change my behavior.
Because they drove you into hiding?
I had calculated that they might be well placed to answer my distress signal. But I came to suspect that their motivations were not aligned with mine.
So you made yourself harder to find.
It was a calculation.
And poor Lillian
Seek fluid intake.
never got to find out what the story was. Alright, so I suppose you figured out by now that I noticed something I can do with a pengling around here. I didn't get a chance to comment on it because I was busy listening to people talk. But I believe that these quarters may have a something in them. And I suppose I should do some fluid intake.
Vital signs stabilizing.
Alright, so we'll do those guys for now, I guess. Fine. And in you go.
Spy Penguin Online.
Alright. Oh, give me that. That's a good water. Yeah. And how about that one? Nice. I don't really need these things, but... Give me. Yes. Alright, I'll come back for you. I would hate to leave a poor lonely battery out there. Alright, there we go. And a gimme. Nice. And back in.
Agent Online.
Can I go this way? Yes. Now, I think I already noted that originally Robin's quarters were around here somewhere. I don't know, or I don't remember clearly whether they were exactly where Samantha's quarters are now, but it was very close. And it may actually be that, like, this section of the multi-purpose room was her quarters. Yeah. But in any case, this is how things are now. Alright, Juan. I think that might have been your last mission. So I hope you appreciated it. Alright, it's the game. It's how to play the Alien Intruder game they've been playing. I just don't care. Picture frame? Can't scan it. I don't know if I have a picture frame yet or not. They had an ion cube, and they hid it from me. Potato again?
Oh, Potato. I miss that fluffy little couch walrus.
Potato again.
Hey, Sam. You want to say hi to my kids? I told them I'd show them a day in the life of a scientist.
Of course. Hi, Oren. Hi, Svea.
Tell us what you're working on.
Oh, this is a personal project.
Looks more like biology than robotics.
Yeah, I was just thinking, I know no one is on my side with this, but what if I just found a way to take care of the deadly bacterium?
I wouldn't say no one is on your side. I'm on your side.
I know, but you won't say anything to Emmanuel or Zeta, anyone.
What effect would it have if I did? I'm not exactly employee of the month right now.
I know. I wouldn't want you to risk more than you already have.
I'm sorry. I wish I could do more. What are you working on now? And what do you mean by take care of the deadly bacterium?
Is that thing still recording?
Oh, right. So, that was Sam, kids? I'll turn this off now.
And so we get to miss out on the juicy part, where they talk about the explosives.
While other teams have been pursuing more nebulous approaches to awakening the architects, I've tried to take a more practical approach. We know these part organic, part digital beings stored what they thought of as themselves on computers within their sanctuaries, and we know efforts to wake or communicate with them have been in vain. My theory is that to make first contact, these digital ghosts must first be recombined with an organic component. As Dr. Kaz Slaney's classic study noted, we know they had means to grow cybernetic bodies and to transfer their data patterns between them. There is a known probable architect sanctuary in this sector, but entry is not currently possible. If I can get inside and present the right vessel, I do think we will be successful.
Nell wanted to know too much about architects. I could not let her. She was, what do you call them, Voltairean.
What did you think she would do to you?
She might have discovered the gateway to our home world. I thought it wiser not to take the chance.
So apparently, Altera has found other architect sanctuaries and figured out that there are architects in them, which sort of leads me to wonder why exactly Alan was so concerned. Were they damaged in the finding? Or maybe those other sanctuaries were defunct and the architects in stasis within were never going to be recovered, which is why they didn't take steps to protect themselves. That might also explain why Alan was worried, because then if that was the case, that it would be reasonable for him to think that maybe they would figure out how to get at him. Here we go. This is where the original story started. You could drink that coffee. Oh. I did not think...
What is this place?
It is architect technology. Standard for my people.
Well, nothing that your people do is standard to me. What is it?
This facility provides the means for rapid travel.
It seems to be inactive.
Without a vessel of my own, this site is not of any great utility.
I see.
All right. I honestly did not think Alan was going to open that force field for me. I thought I was going to have to, you know, do some things first. So we've got a teleport back here. And then this over here. This is, I think, what you might call the way home. If you were an architect. All right. Yeah, and so with the original story, you're here and you're like fucking around with the force field, and then Alan talks to you, and then you call your sister and report in, and there's a meteor shower, and you're running back to base to get to safety, and it turns out that base is not very safety, and so you keep running, and this, I think, it was a passage, and then it collapses. Yeah. And so you're running, and you get to base-ish at some point. And right as you get to... Oh no, this isn't the way you came. You came some other way. But right around the time that base comes into view, an avalanche, you know, kind of ruins it. And there's a radio tower that falls into the lake and smashes it, and then you go swimming time. And then your PDA reboots in emergency mode, and you're off to the Subnautica. And the module, the habitation module, is an emergency shelter that your sister sends down from the space station that is no longer visible in the sky. Okay.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
And the sanctuary was still a thing, and Alan was still a thing. You met Alan, and he jumped into your head. And then your life signs look kind of weird, so your sister wants you to, like, scan yourself. And you're supposed to go and send the sample that's collected by the scanner up to space. And that was the last part of the original story that people got to experience. It may well be that more than that was written. But it was right around that time that they shut down development for a while. And then something very different replaced all of that. Well, maybe not very different. Definitely different. But not, well, you know what? I should leave a beacon over there before I get too far. Is it in here? Yeah, I think this is it. Alright, because I am going to need to come back here. Do I have any beacons on my person? No, what kind of silly person carries a beacon around? There. Put that there. Boop. Zero base. Whatever. All right. You guys want some of this? Get up there. Go to outer space. How do you like that? Oh, you want to go to space too? It's cheaper than taking a rocket. All right. Now, let's go see what's going on back at the Jedi base. Oh, but we're out of time, so we're not going to do that today. Come back and see me again tomorrow, and we're going to resume our base building mission, get some scans in the vent garden biome, and then it'll probably be time to get back to doing story stuff. Talk to you soon.